They're going to take the Ogre. All right.
All right. So what does that mean for the positions? Is it what you?
I assume it's I assume it means middle or carry less track. We've seen a bunch of carry less tracks, but
Yeah, I guess it depends on what they see mid, right?
I assume it's Ogre 5 and the ABBA 3, but and that's just less track wherever you want to go.
I think you're probably right, less because Adroit this time around they do have the last pick, so I think they're going to save Max pick for last so they can counter pick.
Get him a real good one, yeah.
Get him a good matchup.
If it was other teams, I guess you would say it could be an Ogre 3, Ogre Mirana duo. That's that was seen a lot, but I don't know if Adroit plays Ogre 3.
No. I mean, what do you prefer? Do you prefer you would rather have the Ogre in the Mirana lane? You just really want to dominate that lane? More so.
It depends. You don't know what your safe lane matchup is yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would determine everything for me.
Say it's okay. If it's a PL, then what would you want? Well, we won't have to. Well, we still don't know.
Still don't know.
Wait up, Cap. Hold on another couple minutes, and then we'll need your opinion on something.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll be silent until then.
All right. Appreciate it. Owen?
What we got?
An Invoker.
Yeah.
We just saw one last game.
Aster wants to show Adroit how it's done.
Dude, I honestly think a lot of mid players are still like that. Like, man, that dude made that hero not look good. I'm going to teach him a lesson or two.
There's definitely something behind it.
I
feel like half of the time it doesn't work out. Like, they just lose the game as well. They're like, okay, you were right, the hero's not.
The hero's bad. That's on me. We should be friends. I don't know what I'm doing with this team. Giddy's a lot of this reserve time. Adroit. Burning down under the minute. Same with Aster on the other side.
Already, though, draft is... it looks a million times better, I think, from Adroit. They got stuns, right?
Stuns. Low
Mirana,
stuns.
Ogre.
Yes.
They're actually going to be able to run at heroes and hold them in place and kill them. So, either way, like this game, I'm pretty sure is not going to be as nearly as one-sided as game one is. Like Adroit, they've got a lot of fight in them this draft, which is looking a million times better than what they came up with in game one.
And there's going to be the Void actually banned out from them. They don't want to go against paired with the Coddle, paired with the Invoker. Tons of damage in there.
I think it's safe lane, Lesh, and Abaddon 5, and then Mirana, Ogre 3, 4.
Yeah, no, I think you'd be right with that.
Apparently, the last time they ran Ogre, they did play 3.
Okay.
That was 21 days ago.
We still don't have the safe lane picks, but you're already calling that it will be that Ogre. Then you think as 3?
Yeah, I mean they have that. Like if they left Void out in the pool, then maybe you match Abaddon against Void because I know that lane goes really well. But then again, maybe you want the Ogre, kill combo against the Void.
Have a chance getting down. Yeah.
But I think most likely that is the pickup. I'm not sure what heroes would make you run it the other way.
They ban out the Alchemist himself, a hero we've been seeing more and more of lately that's major. Didn't really see it at the minor at all.
Let's see what they want to get for their own carry.
And what do you want to see? Do you want to see like an Omega late game here, or do you want to see something like a Chaos Knight who, you just get 1 or 2 items and you can start taking over the map?
I wouldn't mind seeing a good old anti-mage. I think it looked really cool yesterday when Liquid ran it, and it's a lot of magic, and these heroes that they need their mana. I think Aster, they've got enough playmakers between sort of the tiny Rubik Invokers sort of running around the map to make space if they do want to go for some sort of carry like that.
All right. Well, they only have 10 seconds themselves, so they need to be thinking.
Maybe they go for the joke again. Safe.
Bristleback.
What a Bristleback action. That should be. Well, it should be. It's got to be position 1 Bristle, right? You're not doing tiny safe lanes, so yeah,
definitely is.
The good old carry Bristle. We talked about it a few times in a few of the draws. Haven't got it coming up in any other games until now, but here it is.
Yeah, we did see it. I mean, it was the one team we really played at the minor was NIP, and they did not have too much success with it, honestly. I mean, they try to play quickly, but they just get outdone. And it seems like Aster seems to be a little bit better of a team, though, so I'm curious to see how it works out for them. Because you have a lot of – I mean, you got a Rubik, Tiny Bristle, and then this Coddle, lower in cooldowns, giving, man, I mean, the old Coddle Bristleback used to be a great lane back in the day. They might not even lane here, but just the combo early game is insane.
And it looks like so they will do the Abaddon as the 3 and the Ogre as support. Is that a change you think that they may have just made because they saw the Bristle? Like, do you think maybe the plan was, as we thought, going to be the other way, and then they see a Bristle, they don't want to have an Ogre left there on his own? Abaddon does a little better? And
honestly, I don't know. Maybe this is the way they wanted to run it. Maybe they prefer having the stun pairing with the Leshrac, and having Ogre match into the Tiny. Maybe it feels better to be the Tiny because you're just going to be running into the no armor Tiny, you know, and just kind of like bonking him on the head to be able to create the space for Natsumi.
And it is that overall last pick, TA.
Yeah. So is it
TA Invoker. We saw it, weirdly, it went pretty even yesterday. Didn't seem like either one really had the favorable matchup there.
Yeah, that's supposed to go favorable for TA, right?
Yes.
No, who was that? That was what Quake versus Arbed, right? Wasn't it?
I believe so, yes.
TA and OD were the two heroes. I thought they were going to maybe go for OD because of the Ogre and Magi that they had.
You get the buff, yeah.
I kind of would have liked that, especially with the Bristleback pick. I think OD makes it even better there. But TA is like a really nice fast tempo hero that takes advantage of the Ogre pickup. I think it's also really nice when you have a 4 position that is able to move around like Mirana does. She's really good at stacking for you. So Templar Assassin is going to be able to take care of that. You have this really fast Roach taking that is going to be good for you. Double frontliners with the Leshrac if you can get a fast Aegis. That could be a lot of early map control against a lineup that, again, is going to be a little bit slower, like last time. Adroit had the Invoker and it was a little bit slower, but it's not nearly the same kind of weakness that Adroit had. Aster can play this Quas-Wex Invoker if they want to.
No, easy. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Owen. He is saying, I am going to play
it better.
It really feels like that because I thought he was going to do Quas-Wex. There's going to be the Sunstrike.
I thought Quas-Wex was better against Lesh. Maybe Exort is better against TA.
Must be now that the shield refraction definitely doesn't go away.
Oh, I guess he does feel confident this game because he's got this Tiny and Rubik that he's going to get their Sunstrike kills.
Oh, okay. They're going to go aggro duel with Ogre Leshrac, and they're going to put that into the Bristleback lane.
30 seconds.
And then they're going to have the Abaddon 1v1 into the Tiny, which I know he wins that matchup. So that's a cool idea.
So do you think about sending this Mirana bottom early then, and you just have that Abba in the 1v1 lane?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna try and secure bounty runes, and then he's gonna run to bottom.
Let's see. We'll see that Mirana does steal this from the Tiny.
Oh.
This arrow feels a lot skinnier than it used to be. Let's see. It flies out, and it'll hit. Very sane arrow. Even hits him twice. 2 stout Shellstrogs. 4.
Quadrice.
Penta?
Pentrice?
Hexice?
6 times. I mean, that is half the
It's
HP.
good on 7. I don't know what 7 is.
Septice.
Oh, Septice.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Then Octice.
Oh,
Yes.
Octice.
And then what would 9 be?
9? Oh. 9.
Decahedron? Was that a shape?
I think that's a shape.
Okay.
I think that's a rectangle or something, but I'm not sure. All right, so I'm curious. Yeah, bottom lane already. You see the double stuns going out. It's going to be a lot more aggressive lanes, I think, in both these dual lanes. They actually have kill potential. Last game, it didn't feel like many of them did, but here you've got stun plus stun. You've got lift plus stun. In both lanes, there is going to be action. And even middle lane, it's a TA Invoker, and, you know, they like to push the limits on those heroes, like get that last side blade hit in, and God, this Bristleback is getting abused down bottom.
Yeah, I don't think this is a good lane for you at all. The Leshrac matchup, you're not going to feel comfortable manning up into him a whole lot because he could just Diabolic Edict you. But there's also just the combo that they have. The stun into stun. He's going to have probably still go for 2 levels of Lightning Storm like a lot of Leshracs do for the laning phase.
All right.
You know, it's funny, like this matchup, when I see this from Adroit, it's something that you would expect out of Aster. Because one of Aster's biggest advantages right now is because they have SCC, they can pick a lot of these Ember Spirit or Leshracs early in the draft and then run them in the side lane.
Either wherever they want, yeah. Instead, they do mix it up, as you say, on Android. And it seems to be working out for them. They have a little bit of this gold lead. TA having a pretty good time, 8-4 versus 6-3, about how it should be in the mid lane. And top lane, it is going to be a 2v1 right now as the Mirana rotates on middle, arrow up in 7 seconds. Gonna get that double damage, or? Yep, sweep in. Hey, what's up, Invoker? No, this Invoker actually is going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Oh, but the turnaround with the Cold Snap, going to throw out the arrow.
Oh,
no, he'll miss. There's
up.
one. Why is he leaping up?
Leap.
Do it.
Leap! He doesn't need
All
to.
right, he doesn't
have
need
to.
to.
He played it cool.
He just played it like
Couldn't he
every
have
hit.
just
There
died?
wasn't going to be a high ground miss at all. He just
Oh.
played it like that. What the hell?
I love it. He misses the first one, then it's the next three. Dude, he really could have just died. 2 more hits. Like, you just missed one of those hits.
Booming you. He did the mouse and he played the RNG.
We're going to see them. Initiation on the top lane, but Abba doesn't take that much damage. Still, I love it. Just baits the Invoker, just baits him in, leaps, takes
That's
it.
the dream for Matt. Mac is loving that Mirana right now.
Yeah, thank you for helping me secure middle.
Not that he needed it. He's like, I didn't really need your help, but
Yeah,
thank you
I
anyway.
was already winning.
winning anyway.
I could have gotten the rune.
Ruined the purity of my 1v1. Sir.
This Ogre taking a lot of damage right now from these quills. We see the lower cooldown. Stuns are going to plow it again. Yep, they're just going to chain them together and continue to do damage.
Oh, looks like Natsumi's going to go 4-4-0. No levels of Lightning Storm.
Did you want some levels in this lane?
I thought you would go 2 levels for, like the CS into harassment. I thought that would be nice against Bristleback.
Oh.
Because I don't think you're going to get too many Diabolic Edict opportunities early on. But obviously, when you go the 4-4-0, like you're able to have the max out Edict for the opportunities around, like
If you do
10,
rotate
12
somewhere
minutes.
else,
Somebody
too,
rotates into your lane, you kill them, then you're able to take the tower really fast. I think I would have just put the more effort into dominating the lane, I guess.
Now this top lane, maybe a little bit of trouble for this Abba as this Mirana has been sitting more in middle and once again gets that top rune, so bottles up a full regen rune. See what we want to do with these arrows. Nothing yet. Goo after Goo is just flying out. Stun will end up hitting, but I have a feeling this Ogre's going to go down. One more set of quills will be enough, and are they going to dive this as well? 21 charges. That success actually gets the kill on Boomy top. There's going to be the Edict. A stun's going to plow it. It will end up hitting the Bristle, but now they're just chasing him down. You got to be careful of your fade. SCC stuck into the tower. Is there a stun? There sure is. This should be a kill. He gets the Leshrac though, and they'll finally bring him down. But you're probably not feeling too good if you're Android after that one.
Natsumi was over there like, it's fine. I've got 20 stick charges. I'm gonna bait them in, and then you got to be careful with the Bristleback Coddle duo. The double quill spray, plus the fact that you can get a Bristleback passive spray in there as well.
Yeah, he got
very quickly take like 500 physical damage out of nowhere.
And he did the aggression from this Aster lineup. Starting to see full phase boots on Bristle if he wants to fly him out. And on this middle Invoker, arrow is going to plow and hit. I don't think you have kill potential. Well, we're going to find out. There will be a TP. Cold Snap goes on the TA. Who are they to look for? The Mirana won't find him. And the Ogre's just going to rotate middle as well. Hit that siege unit with the Bloodlust. Fade Bolt will slow it down, though. If they do play aggressive with this siege unit, though, got to always pressure.
Making the same moves that Aster was so adept at doing. Rotating both supports from the side lanes into mid with the siege wagon push. Brings the tower down well below half. Might even still be able to find an opportunity for a kill if Bulbaca's not careful.
Yeah, I like it. Even though Mac, he's running low on mana and HP, but with this siege unit, they're able to just get this tower, and he even gets the last hit. It's nice gold.
Incredibly quick. We're 6 minutes in.
Just like that, yeah. My goodness. I guess you do need that because Bristleback It's pretty damn even. It's almost dead even bottom, actually. Bristle versus Lesh, that one death, obviously a little different. I guess the biggest is this Tiny is absolutely dominating the Abba top now. 47-14 to 24-1.
Yeah, you got the benefit of having a 1v2 with a Tiny, which just means you're always going to be able to get the last hits. But Abaddon's gotten like enough out of the lane, you know? And now that you're in a true 1v1, I'm not sure if he can win the lane, win it back with a farm disadvantage, but you should at least be able to get what you need. Taking the mid lane tower is so fantastic for a Templar Assassin, though, because you're such an adept neutral.
Oh, man, and you see with that Sun
Golden Eye?
Strike,
Nice.
gets it off. Oof. Not any sort of gold. That's what you're talking about. He's just got to get enough out of this lane. The Tiny can't even really pressure the tower, so they don't lose anything from that kill at all, really. And Adroit still with that small gold lead. The TAs help pick him up with that middle tower. Stuns after stuns just flying.
Trying to bring Mirana a little closer, but it's still hard.
Feels like they think those 10-minute runes are spawning at 8 minutes. We just got a bunch of heroes fighting at these runes right now.
Good job by SEC protecting his ward. They're just going to start marching down some towers. Volcarino making the early rotation like this.
We'll see if they can. Bristleback is level 6. Goose a flying, but obviously just shields it off immediately. And yeah, there's about 4 heroes. There's going to be an arrow soaring in. Won't hit onto anyone.
Are they
TPing
in?
The stun. They are. This is a tough fight. XXS. He doesn't find anyone right away. There's going to be a stun. Who's it going to be on? They want that Leshrac. They won't be able to find him right away. Leshrac goes for a stun, cancels it out again. Will there be a toss? He actually tosses forward a creep. Not the best coming out from this Tiny, but they should be able to at least get him. They do. There goes Bach.
Oh, SEC might die, though.
Back. Nice. Blinding light. Hits onto 3 of them, but down comes this young TA.
I'm back. Yeah, see if he can get a bit of a clean-up. There is going to be the toss and avalanche combo. That's put XXS in a bad place. He's dead. The rest of them will be forced out, and Aster, they brought everything in here, really, to try and defend this tower. They're now going to make a little wall. Boomy does die. Trying to dive in. In fact, Mac, he might be dead as well. They've got the lift. Oh, no, the telekinesis actually messed up the Sunstrike. So Mac won't get hit by that. Does have the stick charges, at least, to keep him safe for a little bit. And with that Sunstrike combo whiff, Mac will actually be able to walk away there.
Okay, Boomy, you're only level 4. This man is playing like he's a level 25 hero. He is fearless, and to a fault at this point, he just kind of leaped in and died under the tower.
He's ready to leap in again. Look, you can see him. He's like, let's go. I want to fight under the tower once more.
He's got blood in his eyes. He is ready to go.
I like it. I mean, yeah, 10 minutes
They're setting
in.
up for 4 bounty runes right now.
They are. Got to be careful. Oh, the arrow. Looked like it hit on Bobacut. Doesn't. But they're going to get all 4s you talk about. Nice goal. That should take him over 1,000.
Yeah, this is looking just so much smoother from Adroit compared to game 1. They changed it up with the picks, and this is the sort of Dota that they should be playing.
That's the biggest thing you're worried about with them is this Tiny is going to have that Tread Soul Ring blink at about, what, 12, 13 minutes. Feels like your Leshrac susceptible, even your TA. Obviously, if you don't have Refraction up, your Mirana is just going to get one shot. This Tiny, you have to quell that storm. Whiffs the stun there. There's the Boots of Travels on the Leshrac. First item, wants to be able to move around the map. Only level 6, just Boots of Travels, 11 minutes in. Get that move speed, 435.
Boots of Travel, it's broken on Leshrac and Zeus. These heroes that are able to like very quickly clear through waves, but it comes at the expense of their mana pool. They just farm so quickly and have this reset button and are able to make plays like this.
Yep.
Show up bottom lane, get a kill. Now he can still go up to top if he wants to defend that tower. Or they can just try and trade.
Yeah, looks like Glyph will get popped to waste the end of that Edict. At least make him use another one. As top tower gets pushed in, there will be a TP. It is going to be Boomy. Looks like he wants to arrow that siege creep, but won't even have to. Yeah, we'll do it anyways. And uh-oh, getting run at. That is a fake Rubik. Maybe wants to bait out some leaps. baits out TPs instead.
Oh, but Aster, maybe they're on the next level bait. They brought 3 heroes
Oh,
to
Mac.
come up and try and catch Mac.
They got the detection. Seems so. Arrow will just miss. Gonna go for the TV. You will not make it out. Gonna throw down that ball of light and finally gets brought down. That'll slow down TA. They want more.
Yeah, Boomy as well. In a bit of trouble.
No more lead.
Stolen Traps are scouting him
Mana
out.
Has one.
Chase down is there. And Boomy will on that.
What?
He's gone.
He has 2 leaps.
Did he?
He had one. He just used the mana on his stick. He was super low on mana at the end, but yeah.
What? No, he died with 200 mana.
Yeah, I know. He popped the stick. It was on cooldown. He just got
okay.
it, and then he popped it. He had enough for 1 leap, but I think he knew he was dead unless he did double.
That's a bit of a shake-up there for Adroit, especially, you look at the TA, he was having an incredible game, and he's, still
Oh, they got the kill on the left track of the bottom lane.
Oh, no.
They had a really defensive ward on that high ground area, which you normally don't expect. And the Blink Dagger reveal of XXS claims a very critical kill. Adroit is falling apart a little bit.
Wasn't this? This was like 4-3, and now it's 8-4.
I mean, because of that timing as well, the TA Mac, he was only 250 gold away from his Desolator when he went to that top 5.
Yeah.
And he ends up dying. It's going to slow it down just obviously a little bit. It's still going to be a fantastic timing, but, for Adroit, just giving up that little bit of an advantage, it's just opening the game up for Aster. They have to be careful.
Yeah, because the Invoker is less than 1,000 gold behind this TA, who you'd think should be a little bit further ahead. I mean, TAs just in general want to be ahead. That's how they play. A lot like a Meepo.
Yeah, I feel like he should have already had Desolator, and they should have actually already found an opening to take Roshan about this point. I think they were that far ahead from their laning phase and how much map control they were getting from taking these towers and then having the boots and travel in Leshrac. I think you could have put like constant pressure on bottom lane with like Abaddon and Leshrac, and TA would have had complete free space to do whatever he wants.
Well, Mirana ulti will get popped. Abba will just run away. It looks like they want to make a move as well. Mirana Ogre. They're rotating around a ton of burst damage if they can find anyone.
Natsumi knows XXS is hunting him, but Natsumi, he might be the hunter instead. He doesn't want to challenge XXS directly until he has an ally nearby, and as soon as Matt completes his TP, he makes his appearance, and XXS should get run down by Natsumi pretty easily.
Yeah, nice turnaround there. And good use of the second Mirana ulti, just securing a kill. 500 gold for your Leshrac. Invoker's Midas is off cooldown now, going for that Ags.
Oh.
You gotta use that, Owen.
Fish
As a
is dead.
carry
Oh,
player,
no.
you know that.
Come on, guys. Leshrac got blinked on, completely blind in that area. The ward can only be in 2 different areas, and you sentry the other area. You have to know there's a ward on that high ground.
Okay.
So now it's going to be Aster who knows there's a ward up there. Won't be able to put a stop to it anytime soon, though.
Yep. This bottom lane seems to be a pretty do-not-go zone for the Radiant right now. Absolutely taken over from them, and they get that tier 2. So Adroit, they're bringing it back. It is 8-5. It's very, very even. Less than 1,000 gold lead for Aster. SCC, he is getting his farm on, though, and a farm bristleback pretty damn scary. Fade. Oh, the stolen shield on Rubik. One of the best ones you can get now.
Especially since you're going to be able to go Ether Lens. A lot of the problems with Aphotic Shield is it comes at very short range.
Matter on that hero. I mean, do you think it may be even smoking into Roshan's tier, or do you have to get a pick off to get this this Roshan? Because it feels like that is like kind of what they want to be doing. They'll find the Ogre instead, just in the middle of the river. Goodbye, cruel world. The smoke gank connects.
Well, I was thinking more from Adroit's perspective. I think Adroit should be the ones to take the first Roshan, but I guess like Aster could actually take it if they get a successful team fight because they have a Bristleback lineup, and he does have a medallion. So it's actually possible that if Aster plays this correctly, they could deny that advantage away from Adroit.
Feels like if you deny like the first middle, instantly blown up. See you later, Boomy. He's having a tough one again.
Oh, back kill's going to be Chuanzak's done.
Damn.
But yeah, you were going to say, like, if you deny the first Roshan away from a TA lineup, it's so good.
Feels like you lose like 50% of your potency. You don't just... Because, right, as a TA, you want to play like you're far ahead. And you can do that if you have 2 lives, but if you only have 1 life against like a tiny, yeah, there's not much confidence there.
I mean, Chuan has the Midas and already has the Aghanim Scepter. This looks...
Uh-oh, and there it is right now. You got the 1 life on Mac. You even have a shield there, so the Abba trying to help out a little. There's going to be another toss in the air. Do they have the save? They do not. Abba's ulti will fly out. Natsumi's here as well, but they're just going to run down this Abba again, I think. Nice stun goes out. Yules as well. Not going to be enough to save, though. Arrow could be. And it will be. Nice job by Boomy.
They get any killers rush. Boomy's going to move into the midst of them all. Fade's getting brought down low, but the ice wall's out. He's trapped up now. Natsumi the Lesh. Straight up dead. XXS just goes back in with the combo. They're trying to focus up SCCC, see if they can get the bristle, but he's tanky. He's got the shield as well. He heads straight back in. Leans up a third. They do lose the second support. Boomy's able to get in and snipe off Baboka as well, so at least able to find some sort of a trade. But overall, Aster going to be the one who's getting the bigger cleanup. Bok will be fine. TP out from the Tiny as he doesn't want to try and force for that anymore.
Hey, wow. I'm really surprised like the Invoker didn't commit for that tower even. Very low in the mid lane, but it stays up. No glyph. Nice job by the Dire keeping it alive.
Feels like this this lineup from Aster is like a better constructed version of what Adroit had last game. You know, there wasn't, I already said at the start of the game, it's like, it is going to be a little bit slower, but not nearly the same as what Adroit had. Adroit was like so obviously like there's going to be this big weakness at 15, 20 minutes, they just get run over. Aster doesn't have that same problem because they grabbed this like safe lane Bristleback. They got this active playmaking hero in the Tiny.
Oh, see you later. And they went for they were going for the Roche. They'll only do about 10% of it though, and then just have to run out.
Oh, they got a Rubik TA trap in the pit too.
Okay.
That is really good for them.
Yep, because the TA probably none the wiser. Full vision whenever they want it. An Echo Saber now in the Tiny. You see the Bristle with the Medallion almost at full Heaven's Halberd.
I mean, it's just going to make Mac's game so hard when that Halberd's there. And it sort of seems like some of the struggles we've seen from Adroit. You know, Mac, he'll have this great lane. We will just see ML get picked up. You know, he'll have this great lane. He'll be sort of top net worth, but they're never really able to sort of get him involved. He's got a great timing on the Deso Blink, but he hasn't been able to do anything with it. Both of the times we've sort of seen him turn up, he just dies immediately.
Whoa, oh my goodness.
Pushed up to the high ground.
Oh no, he can't move. The Sunstrike just instantly kills him there. Nowhere he could go there. It's going to be a Yules, though. They want to bring down this Tiny. They should be able to find him. They are. Easy when you got all the cores surrounding him. 500 gold.
A good exchange, but sadly, Aster's going to walk away with 4 bounty runes. So you had this great win, but then the gold probably goes back into the favor of Aster because of that.
Rubik does have the arrow steal as well. Gotta watch out for that 12-second stun he can throw out.
Well, this is it's beginning to kind of feel like a single core TA lineup.
Yeah,
I mean,
it feels like it to me already.
Like
yeah.
you look at the Abaddon, and you know, Bok, his farm he's just sort of out of there. He's fallen well behind. It definitely feels like it's all on the TA.
That is usually really bad. Current TA, it's not as bad because you do have this really great level 25 talent.
Yeah.
So you're a lot stronger late game than you used to be, but it's still going to be a problem for Adroit. They have to be successful in this next timing window. They have to get their BKB on TA, successfully get this first Roshan, which, you know, it sucks. It's going to be such a late Roshan.
But you have to.
But you got to. There's, like, BSA said this, like ESL or something. He said that, you know, in games, there's always going to be one side that they're winning by nothing happening, right?
Yeah.
And I think TA lineups, like the way you view Roshan, is a lot like that. Aster doesn't have to take Roshan necessarily. All they had to do is prevent Roshan from being taken. And they're kind of winning the game.
And man, Boomy, I mean, he is just getting spawn killed at this point. He comes alive, he goes somewhere else, and he just dies. They are going to go straight into Rosh. I like it. They saw everyone bottom. They just run straight into his Rosh. They're going to be able to take pretty quick, but here come the massive amounts of TPs. They know this is going on. Arrow's going to fly. Mac is stunned for a long time. Nope, shielded off. But Roche gets double bashes in a row. There's going to be a tornado.
He does have his BKB.
Mac blinks in aggressively. He wants to get in on the front of the fight. Would not put the BKB, but the disarm was already there, so a lot of this BKB duration will be sort of wasted. He won't be able to do the damage, and now with the BKB wearing off, he has to back away. The Will-O-Wisp prevails for it all, pulling them in, holding them down. XXS, he jumps in, he gets Mac on the backlines with the toss, the avalanche as well. Mac's trying to run. Aster, they're hot on the chase. Sunstrike won't hit him. Mac has to run. The rest of Adroit as well, trying their best to make the escape. SCCC ends up finishing off CML as he chases him down. The rest of Aster killing off Boomy in the mid. Now they can look towards Roshan. Again, another team fight where this TA is just, she's unable to do the job. She cannot get in time. Hats off to SCCC, they're quick with the Halber, getting it in before the BKB, so Mac was just unable to fight.
And it just feels bad. The first 3 Sansi or Tedze and BKB, you're just like literally doing nothing. And then the
and then he walks past the
keeper light.
Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
His entire team
got 5-man pulled 3 times.
Yeah, his entire team's trying to hit the Will-O-Wisp. Mac has a BKB, is running away from the enemy, and he runs right past the ball.
Bye.
It had 1 hit left. He could have just hit it once. It would have helped his team disengage a little bit faster, but he literally just walked past everybody. All his teammates stunned. With BKB still activated.
The nerves, Cap, they can get to people.
I guess so.
What's the most nervous you've ever been?
First time I worked an event, it was ESL 1 Frankfurt. So that's obviously like a really big event to start off. There was a crowd and everything. My hands, I placed my hands on the keyboard as casting with Ben, the first game, and we do our intro. We get into the game, and I put my hands on my mouse and keyboard, and my hand was shaking so much that it wouldn't stay on the keyboard. So I had to go and like take my right hand and kind of firmly plant it against the keyboard just to get it to stay there.
Knees weak.
It shook off pretty quickly, but.
Well, this
There's your boy.
Boomy, I'm telling you, just he's alive, and then if he's alive, he's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
he's in there.
Maybe not.
He's hiding.
He is.
Oh!
Babe, don't do it to him. He's actually just dying.
Showing him the light.
They even get the stolen Moonlight Shadows from Rubik. 3K lead. They're going to go for this Tier 1 bottom. Just get some more of that sweet, sweet team gold.
By the way, this Rubik TA trap will be here for the rest of the game. I think Adroit just never picked up on the fact that he stole TA traps.
Yep.
So they will never be able to sneak a Roshan.
Eventually, they might get a Sentry Ward somewhere, Cap.
I don't know, dude. If they didn't have it for the first Roshan attempt,
Probably won't.
yeah.
It's looking pretty damn good right now for Aster. Again, it was a nice early game from Adroit, but now a 4K lead. This tiny level 15 is only 1,300 or so away from a BKB. It's going to be so hard to just control this Radiant team. Because BKB up on Bristlebag in 100 if he wants it. They're just going full on Black.
Abaddon didn't go the 8 armor against Bristleback lineup. Feels it's that important to get that extra bit of heal onto his Leshrac.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Chuan. He is very, very fine. Because there's no way a TA can kill him fast enough at this point. He's so farmed. He's going to have Shiva soon. He just got gone on without his Shivas.
Oh, no.
And he was taking like 5% of his health at a hit.
Well, he went the... No, he sold the Blink. Okay, so he's going Chivas. He like bought the plate mill and a Blink, and then was like, okay, maybe I will wait for
Boomy.
Chivas. No, Boomy. Wait.
Oh,
They don't know.
It's the false hope again.
They don't know.
No detection. Boomy knew.
Radiant's mid
Wow. Double bottle.
Oh, no, don't die, Boomy.
He's scouting. He's looking. What can I find?
Does he want to get a creep? Yeah, he's got TP. Just yeah, he's fine. Mid lane though. Mac. Oh.
The one here you definitely cannot lose. Boomy, okay, it happens, but you lose Mac here. You're definitely losing a tier 2, if not a tier 3.
Oh, he got meld dispels. So we can get rid of the goo.
Yeah, the goo's
And
the
cold
big one.
snap. Deafening blast.
Blinding light.
Fade bolt.
Blinding light. Yeah.
Quite a lot, right?
All of them, yeah.
Pretty value this
Everything
game.
but the quill stacks, pretty much. And move forward. This Abba is taking a lot of damage. Ulti is going to go down. SCC just right-click and throwing more and more sticks. SCC's in a lot of trouble. Has the Aegis, though, will be used. And on the backside, they've killed almost everyone on this rating, at least all the weak ones. Can they get the rest? Mac? Meteor's just going to drop on his head. Oh. That's not good. Now you have the Cataclysm, so now you've got the Keeper of the Light Cataclysm combo. No BKBs.
Yeah.
It's a good combo.
I mean, and that fight, right, Mac, he was able to get him with the BKB, get a double kill, but that was sort of like the fight that you wanted the TA to have 3 fights ago. You know, at this point, it's just a little too late. The rest of the team, it doesn't matter if you're killing the 2 supports because the cores, they don't need that backup on Aster. They can just clean up after the BKB's ended. It was just that was sort of a fight far too late from Adroit.
How does Chakra Magic work with Invoker spells?
I mean, it would do them all, right?
He does them all, even if it's not in his kit?
It's sort of the same way like Time Dilation slows all his spells, even if he hasn't got them in his kit.
Okay. Then how does it work with abilities that have charges?
Owen, master of Chakra
Grant,
Magic.
I'll leave this one up to you.
I'll leave this one to you. This is
take
one
this-
of those. I
you
remember
take this one,
you were
Grant.
actually talking on,
No, I think you
on
should
a ride
go.
over here. You
Yeah.
came over and you're like, I love charges of spells and like how it works with Octarine and stuff. So
I'm going to say I don't think it speeds up charge. I mean, it is a cooldown. But then Time Dilation doesn't stop charges recharging, I want to say. So I would say I don't think Chakra Magic speeds up charges charging. But I'm sure Twitch chat will correct us on this if I am wrong.
Yeah, someone tweet at us. Thank you.
Yeah, tweet at Cap.
Tweet at Cap.
Yeah.
Tweet at Slacks.
Yeah, tweet at Slack. He'll read it on the stream or something. Boomy.
Slacks is our independent fact verifier.
Oh, no.
They're getting him. They use the Keeper of the Light Bolt. The XXS says, let's get him. Boomy. Death number 10 comes out. And he's having a struggle game.
Come on, Aster. You don't have to play Adroit again for the rest of the tournament, most likely, right?
Yeah.
So what? You don't have to mentally crush them any further, you know?
Think about grouping up.
Like,
get
if
some
this was
towers.
game 1, I'd be
Nah.
like, yeah, of course, crush Boomy's hopes. Make it so he feels like total garbage going into game 2. But this is game 2.
Make him feel like garbage going in their BO1, you know?
Yeah, but that's
Tomorrow.
just cruel at that point.
It is. Cap,
You
Dota's
don't
a
have to
cruel
play
game,
against
my
them.
friend.
Dota's a cruel game. I don't know about that, Grant.
You don't think it's a cruel game? I mean it in a
I
very
mean-
good way, you know, like, kind of like, wait, Cruella DeVille was like an actual bad person, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, not like her then, but like
she
another
stole
cruel
puppies,
person.
Grant. What the hell?
Well, yeah, who
Why
wouldn't
did you
want
think
to?
that would be okay?
Who wouldn't want to steal puppies? They're adorable. I mean,
Dude,
I'm not
she
gonna
wanted
blame
to skin
her.
them for her coat.
Well, yeah, that's the bad thing.
Yeah.
The stealing puppies, whatever. You know, everyone loves a good pupper. But yeah, the skinning them, that's uncool. Oh, Observer Ward countered by Fade. 4K lead. It does feel like a lot more, and that's Mac. He's doing okay. They find the Abba. Hasn't popped his ulti quite yet.
Well, Mac's in. He's going to look to try and come in on it. But again, the disarm. He gets
God.
it down before the BKB. SCCC, he doesn't miss an opportunity to ruin that BKB duration of Mac. They'll still
good
try and
stuff.
find
Natsumi.
Natsumi. It's cleaning up on the backline. Chuan is dead. They're getting in now without the call and the Invoker. It's a harder fight for them. As Adroit will find a
Boomy.
few, but now SCCC is ready to turn and go. Boomy indeed does throw his life away once more. But here's the peak,
It's
right?
the
Max hit 25. Got that bash.
This is big. I mean, he just won that fight right there. You got a buyback on this Keeper of the Light. All of a sudden, you get the kill on Keeper.
Yeah.
This Roshan maybe has an early respawn. You pick up that second Rosh. you're right back in it.
And so it's a 1.5 second bash on, what's the cooldown of Meld? 6 seconds.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
Pretty damn
And he's
good.
super
Goes
good.
through BKBs.
Especially with the Hurricane Pipe build as well. You know,
yeah.
you've got that extra range, so very easy to hit those bashes.
Gonna be nice. And all of a sudden, man, this Invoker, you see, the Leshrac, now that he has a BKB as well, he just clicked BKB with his Kaya and Sanj, ran in, gave 0 cares with the level 20 talent, and nice and easy. And all of a sudden, it's only a 1K lead, just like that. Matt keeping him in this game.
Why did that fight draw out so long? Did Aster go on Bocarino or something?
Yeah, he was the first one to go in, and they fully
CCC
committed to him after the ult, and then the other two just popped BKBs.
Yeah, that's probably a recipe for failure right there. Like, not going on the TA or the Leshrac, going on Abaddon, and using your BKBs, or at least one of them. Yeah. And then, yeah, the fight's going to go against you.
Well, both teams know that it's up, and as you say, you see that green trap aglow, and that's Rubik's trap. They know what's going on. I like how his trap looks so much cooler, too. It's like bigger. Rubik, he's just better than you. Mac, though, just pushing out this middle wave.
I mean, could the level 25 TA be that powerful that Mac is just going to take the game with him?
Get out of Roach Pit. Or get in. They're going to go. There's going to be a stun toss. Refraction charges down. Has a BKB, though.
Should be fine, Matt.
I like this because Natsumi, he's pushing top. Meanwhile, Boomy doing his job. He may have died a few times, but he has a Spear Vessel. He has a Ewel's. He's got some items.
And he does have charges after that last fight.
Will he go down here, though, is the question. Well.
Oh.
Back into the Roshan pit. They're fighting around the pit. The multicast. Oh, they can actually kill this Tiny really fast.
Holy smoke. Real quick. The, like, MKB meld hit. See ya.
Some of this TA now is... this was the plan all along, I guess, for Mackie. It's like, it doesn't matter about the fights earlier on. Come level 25, I'm going to be the king of this game.
Oh, still going for this Keeper of the Light. There's even a Rubik trap. Doesn't want to give away that he has it. Maybe should have popped the trap. Didn't. Tornado flies in. 2 more hits should be enough to get the kill.
It was like, you want me to pop this?
Natsumi wants revenge. He's going to be able to get the stun, and Chuan, he doesn't have any spells to be able to quickly help him unless the Ghost Walk. Look at those fast fingers, man.
Yeah.
That spell was not up when he came down from Cyclone, but...
I love it. It's like 1v1's bottom, and then at the Roche pit, you got the 4v4 side game. Who's going to give up Roche, who's not? And SCC plus Bach, they're just doing a good job protecting it. But the thing is, Mac, you don't want to, you overextend one time against a meld bash hit, you're going to die. Refraction charges go down. SCC hits him with the disarm. Tornado will end up hitting.
They can get Mac he's out of mana. He's got the BKB in the shield, helping him out, so he will manage to walk himself away. Bog should fall for this, but at the least was able to make sure that Matt got out safely. That amount of pressure there, and the BKB's been popped, should mean that Aster can go into Roche without the worry of Adroit contesting any further. So Aster will finally get the Roshan for themselves.
Love it. Tornado just to cover it. Now you got an Aegis plus a cheese on Bristle. Looks like gives the cheese over to the Invoker. There are bounty runes sitting bottom. So Aster, they've got the Aegis, and they most importantly denied it from the TA. So what do? You are this very farmed level 25 TA, but you can't truly solo a game. You need some backup from your team. I mean, I just don't. What do? Do you smoke up here as Adroit?
No, I think you keep on doing what you're doing as Adroit with the Natsumi and Boomy playing the 2 side lanes. I really like the way they are operating that because TA doesn't want to match into all 5 heroes of Aster. He wants to be able to play these smaller skirmishes. That's where TA feels really nice. And so if they can break apart Aster a little bit more without getting caught.
Oh. CML will definitely get caught in bottom lane. Oh.
We dropped the Tinker Ward,
but he's out of
see him.
range. Holy smoke. Oh, no. Boomy. Whew. Out of mind, out of sight.
You know his heart was racing when he saw the Shiva's aura show up on his hero.
And like blinked. Yeah, oh.
He was like, oh no.
But he's good for now. Meanwhile, this Abba trying to farm up that level 20 middle.
Top tower is under attack.
We'll get it. We're slowly getting all these talents. Poor Ogre, only 14. There's the Cataclysm. They finally see Boomy was down there the whole time. And double Tinker Wards go up. With this
Yo,
Rubik.
Natsumi,
He has a gem, but no, he doesn't. Sorry. Someone else. They will find it. BKB's gonna go out. Do they have enough damage to go through it? They don't. Very close.
wasn't the Cataclysm somewhere close to him?
Yeah. And bottom lane, they're just pushing into it now. Boomy, double leaps, doesn't have that third leap. There's gonna be a blinding light back. He made a
Oh,
cold
no,
snap. We
Boomy.
do. And he made space. A little bit of
Oh,
damage.
but they
on
found an
Rescue
opening.
3.
Maybe if they can kill SCC. They just don't have any disables.
When all you have is that meld bash hit. It's tough.
I feel like they're trying to push it a little bit too much. You know, the whole, like, I think they should do the split push thing, but they're, like, over-committing for it. Like, Cataclysm shows that they're on opposite sides of the map, you know? Like,
So you gotta
of course, Aster's going to run at you somewhere.
now you got that Leshrac talent. Another big one. You can melt these towers. You get one backdoor chance. You're shredding a tower. You're shredding a Rax. Almost has an Octarine core once he farms up this camp. He's
I
scary.
wonder if he buys out, though.
Yeah, could be risky. Well, Mac,
He's going to do it. He's going to buy out. Natsumi's all in.
All right. You lose one fight this Invoker, you got to be very careful. Top lane, Radiant, just playing together, playing opposite sides of the map.
I was going to say, I think SCC needs a BKB breaking item. He needs the Abyssal Blade. I like that he's going for it. Juan, bit of trouble. Did manage to force out the BKB on him.
Nice job there, and then they blink forward. They want to find someone they can't. Instead, they might look for Boomy. Who's the gem on? Gem is on the Tiny.
they were
Might
trying
not
to
have needed.
go on SCCC there, but they can't quite get it. BKB pop on Natsumi. He's coming in with a wraparound. He's looking for Baboka.
Jeez.
Will end up killing her out in the trees. And now they can turn back towards SCCC. SCCC is incredibly far forward. They'll take him down the once. XX says he cannot get the jump in because Max on top of him with the melt
And he used
badges.
the
He
BKB.
BKBs, but he dies so quickly to the damage output of this TA. The halberd disarm laid down onto Mac, but the Mac continues to hunt the Collar in the trees. We'll find him here with the trap. In fact, the TP out will be successful. Collar will be able to get out of there, and it doesn't matter because they'll be more than happy taking the bigger kill of SCCC as they kill off Rubik plus 2 cores.
Jeez.
Again, another fight where Mac is just able to run rampant and backed up by the incredible damage output of this Natsumi late game Lesh.
Yeah, they just take that fight, and as you said, the melt bash it. I mean, every 6 seconds you're knocking someone down. That Tiny got shredded. Was just uphill like, I'm about to jump in, and then just dies. 0 to 100 to 0
I mean, that's
like
good
that.
because XX says he was having such a good start to the game. In fact, saw the first 30 minutes, but now he's really fallen down. So the
Yeah.
box sort of closing in on him on the net worth, and the impact of the Tiny at this point of the game just feels pretty underwhelming in comparison to what the cores of Adroit are able to pull off.
Really does. And you need to get that pick up maybe on Boomy, maybe, and then all of a sudden it's a 7K lead. This TA of the past without the scaling.
Oh, he got the telekinesis distance. Bobica just pulled the Leshrac up into the high ground.
Ooh. Not able to get it, but instead, look at this. Yep, they're gonna go for this tower, but see you later, Siege Creeps. Gets it an iron one. Gem gets bought out from the Keeper of the Light. They just lost their other gem. Tiny had it, but ended up getting stolen. All of a sudden, Adroit looking poised to take game number 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the Tiny has to get Aghanim Scepter and damage items for them to, like, become a 2-core lineup again, because right now it's just all an Invoker. The Bristlebank's beginning to fall by the wayside.
Real close to getting that last strike with the Cataclysm. But it will be on cooldown. There's a butterfly now on the TA.
Yeah, Mac is just...
He's a beast now. He's pretty much six-slotted.
He's taking this game over.
Yeah. No boots even. He doesn't even have him in his backpack. Doesn't need him.
With the blink of the Hurricane Pike, he's slip sliding about.
Oh, the Invoker.
A Boomy, meanwhile, dead again.
He's dead. They go for the Ogre instead now. You see that long-range Fade Bolt blinks uphill with the Shivas. CML still wants to get that stun up. Won't even be able to get on anyone. They're going to try to
he's trying to go for this, but Maki does get disarmed again. SCCC protecting it. XXS there just in time, forcing Mac to back off. Bot will be the focus in mid. Has got borrowed time, but he's not really the backup to help him out. As Aster do find an avenue to strike back. Push back in. Mac, he's trying to fight though. Jumps in on a fade with the Ghost Shift, and again the disarm from SCCC. Mac, he's trying to fight. BKB's pop. He's looking for the tiny. He's got the damage to take down XXS through that BKB with a high amount of physical he can offer. And Maki's not done yet. He's thinking about going for more. The shield there from Bok, backing him up. Natsumi in on the high ground, pushing back both Baboka and Chuan.
They forced out his BKB already. Natsumi, he's probably just going to die to Chuan here.
Now Chuan lays down the wall. There's no way that Natsumi can run his way out of this. And Mac has decided against getting involved. But oh, the TP is cancelled. Chuan's in quick with the cold snap. They found the big kill. Mac has been caught out and will fall, and he is dead without buyback for 100 seconds. The big old TA gone for a huge amount of time.
And that's the scary thing. These BKBs, once they wear out, all of a sudden, if you don't get those kills right, they spent the BKBs that time chasing everyone all over, and if you don't get that payoff, all of a sudden, the Brent's just going to turn on you and just burst you down.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Boomy.
yeah, the gem.
Boomy, not like this. His 15th death.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Or is
Maybe
it?
not.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Now, just Bristleback.
So what's the situation with it? Is he just short on the cash, Matt?
Yep, just short on the cash.
Short on the cash.
1,300. Quite a bit of cash, my friend. Arrow gonna fly through, won't hit anyone. Oh my goodness, that telekinesis. You talked about it, guy. He just pulled him from halfway across the map down the hill. Like, hey there, mister. They're looking for this Rax.
I mean, they should get it. They have a fortification, but still 30 seconds without the big bad TA to hold them off.
The Ogre just bought back. He's dead again.
I mean, and you can see Natsumi as
Boomy's
well.
dead.
He does not want to buy back. He's back in 10 seconds, so he's holding on to it.
Guys,
Yeah, why didn't they just wait?
TA's up in 10 seconds. Why?
Well, everyone else is dead, Cap, so this TA...
Like, TA needs a team.
I mean,
He can't do this alone.
he's going in.
He's got Natsumi. TA's alive too. Oh my goodness, he died so damn quick. He's just going to go down, and now it is
now
the
Max,
TA.
but everyone else is dead. Come back, kill them all on his own. He's going to get one of them. He's going to turn to SCCC, but now he's getting disabled, lifted up by the telekinesis. Power burns out. Natsumi's back in with the buyback, trying to help out with a toss-up into the Cataclysm. Mac is dead. Once again, no buybacks on the 4 heroes. Aster could just look for the tier 4s to try and even close this up.
Looks like they might.
That was one of the worst one-by-one deaths I've ever seen a pro team ever make.
Just one after the other, after the other.
After the other.
Oh no, another. I mean, this is just game now.
I mean,
he dies.
well, to be fair, he's drawn them away from the Ancient. Like, the Ancient would have been dead. Now it is, okay, I guess
Well,
now it definitely
so
is
they
dead.
threw him away,
They drew
baited
away.
him with the fake sense, you
but,
know.
yeah, adding a little
and
bit
then
to the
they
game
GG.
time, so,
yeah.
you know.
Smart.
So it
What
doesn't
the
look like
hell
they
just
lost it for
happened?
this.
I don't know, but I
What
feel like
the
Natsumi
fudge?
could have learned from the mistakes that his 3 supports were making. Like, oh, they went in without their cores and they just died. Maybe I shouldn't do that too.
I mean, I think, yeah, Cap's absolutely right. If they
No.
just let that Rax go and wait,
What's truly
then
that bad?
we'd still be casting a game of Dota 2, but we're not.
Yeah, 1 lane of Rax is not that big of a deal. Hell, give them 2 lanes of Rax.
Let's not go crazy, Cap. 2 lanes of Rags. We're pushing it a little. No, but we saw some nice plays from Android. The problem is they seem to have a problem closing this out. Obviously, now we've seen them. They're 0-4, so they didn't win a game. But I mean, in this game, they definitely had a shot that whole time. I
They
think
did.
they were like 7-9 camp at a certain point there before the Leshrac fed at the shrine, then the TA fed at the shrine. They just you gotta find a way to end games. Obviously, you can't win a game if you can't end it.
No. That is wise words to live by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed. So what have we learned? That now means it's going to be EG versus Aster for an upper spot in the bracket. What have we learned from both these teams, from both EG and Aster? Is there one thing that stands out?
Ramsey's feeding on the offlane.
Okay. And then on Aster?
Watch out for the versatile SCC picks.
Okay.
I think Bristleback was a pretty interesting pick because it gave you enough early game that you weren't like completely exposed. You weren't going to get totally overrun by the TA Leshrac. And it also got them all the team fight items that offlane Tiny can't get you.
Yeah.
Offlane Tiny can't get you Pipe, Crimson Guard, Vlad's. You know, he can't get you any of that. Bristleback as a safe lane core, though, is able to do that. So I think that was a pretty cool idea by them. And Bobica Rubik.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's really good.
He
It's
played.
damn good.
He played a great Baden. Bobica on his Rubik.
Yeah, he did. He played a great TA with just
great
that
TA,
one
yeah.
trap. It didn't even have to,
Trap.
right? Just the one trap in Roche Pit just gave him that vision for both Roches the whole time.
Nobody should be giving XXS a really good laning phase, by the way. This guy was like, part of the reason he came on the map was that he had these like, he started off in these good laning phases, but he would just go around snowballing. He's a killer.
Yeah. Cold-hearted, cold-blooded, stone-faced killer.
Stone-faced.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And we're going to see him up against EG.
Oh.
Are EG ready? I mean, as I said at the start of the day, I think a lot of people, were expecting Aster to beat Adroit, EG.
Yep.
They would have been preparing. They would have been watching. Hello, EG. Good luck with your game. So are they going to be ready, Grant? Are they ready for the power that Aster brings?
You tell me, because you seem to be a bigger EG fanboy than me. After yesterday, you were praising them, and then they went down
and then,
pretty tough versus Liquid.
No, I was disappointed. I expected bigger things from EG.
Before we go on break, who is the favorite? Is it a big favorite? Do you think is it like EG 51-45? Is it Aster 51-49? Is it 100-0 in one of your minds?
It's close.
It's
I know that's the
EG
boring answer,
favored.
but I think it's close.
Okay.
I would say it's Aster favored. I was disappointed in some of the throws that EG made yesterday, and if they make those mistakes again today, I think Aster will walk away.
Yeah,
with
but EG dominated Adroit. They didn't
That's
have a game
true.
that they could have lost, but Aster, they could have lost this game to Adroit.
I mean, as I said, it's close. It's close. Maybe. I don't know. It feels hard to go with EG if they're making the sort of mistakes that they made yesterday.
I don't blame you.
But then again, as you said, there's really arguments for both teams, which is why you got to stay and tune in. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good. No one knows what's going to happen.
Nobody freaking knows. As he says, it's now the last series of the day. It's going to be Aster. It's going to be EG. It's going to be one best of three to determine, do you go to the upper bracket or will you be there at that best of one, possibly eliminated in one game? You'll have to stick around and we'll see you shortly.